a little crude, but I think this is going to work. Anyways, Yo Coot here, come back at you with another exciting video. So you were deleting your browsing history and you accidentally checked the box that said passwords and you deleted all your passwords and now you're like, oh, how do I get it back? Basically, you screwed up. How do you fix it? Please, if you enjoy this video, click the like button because I think it deserves at least that. Okay, so anyways, like I said, this is a little crude here. I'm going to show you how I do it. Basically, I'm trying to use rudimentary camera filming technology here. So there is hope. Fortunately, your app, your Google app, there's a little bit of a time delay between the Google app and the actual Google Chrome or, the settings in your phone. So between the website and the app, that's what I'm trying to get at. There's a little bit of a delay there. So anyways, with that being said, what you want to do is go ahead and open Google Chrome, right? And in the search bar, right, where it says type the URL, you want to type in google.com. At the bottom of the screen, it's going to ask you, do you want to go to the app version? Yes. Click on the app version, right? Then what's going to happen is you're going to log into your Google account. Hopefully you remember at least that much. Or a lot of times what will happen is there'll be an emoji there with like your picture. You can click on that. And then what will happen is just underneath that, it'll say manage your Google account. So make sure you do that. Okay, then you might get a prompt or you might get prompted to enter your PIN, like your PIN for your phone. If you have one, hopefully you've been using that. You remember it, go ahead and enter it and then click OK or whatever it says. Okay, then the next thing you want to go to is password manager, right? So this is all happening on the Google app, right? So go to your password manager, click on settings. Then what you want to do is you want to go to export passwords. So it's going to show you, it's going to show you that a file is going to be downloaded into your phone or into a folder onto your phone called downloads, right? I'm sure you've seen that before whenever you download a document like a PDF or an Excel file or whatever the case may be. So the file should be like Google space passwords.csv. That's very, very important that it says that. What you want to do is, because you may need to do this a couple times, what you want to do is you want to change the name to something, right? I just give you an example here. GP version 1.0, like Google Passwords version 1.0. And like I said, you may need to do this a couple times just to cover all your bases, but just change the file name to whatever you want to change it to. You could call it backup session number 1.0, but just make sure that it's something unique. It could be a bunch of letters and characters. Make sure that it's something unique so that when you see it later on, you know, oh, okay, this is me doing this and this is what I did. Okay, so anyways, what you want to do is click save. And then just remember where you saved that .csv file. Sometimes you might want to save it into a different folder. Sometimes you might have 2 or 3 download folders, depending on what other applications you have on your phone. But anyways, just remember, have a notepad, right? Have like a little notepad next to you to write down what you're doing, what this name was. What this name was. You kind of get a sense of what I'm trying to get at there. Okay, so anyways, you're going to go ahead and open a Google Chrome tab, right? And what you want to do is you want to click on the 3 dots, so the top right corner. Make sure you click on the 3 dots and then go to settings, right? Then you're going to click on Google Password Manager, right? And if you see your passwords, great. That means somehow they magically got restored to a previous point. If you don't, right, which is where we're here. So if you don't, click on settings, right? And at the bottom right-hand corner, it's going to say click, or you want to click import passwords. So there's going to be one that says export passwords, and then there's going to be one that says import passwords. So then you may need to enter your PIN again, like your normal phone PIN, whatever that is. And then the next screen that pops up should have the CSV file that you created. Right? The CSV file that you created is going to be whatever you named it, right? Like in the case above, we called it GP, whatever it was. But hopefully if you wrote it down on your notepad, you'll remember what the file was. But as long as it says .csv, that's very, very crucial, you're good. So click on the file, right? Step number 17 was actually 18. But anyways, click on the file and it'll say import. Like on the bottom right-hand side, it should be in a blue oval. So in a blue oval on the bottom somewhere, it'll have the words import. You want to make sure you click on that. And then if you see the file already exists, again, it could be that somehow magically all of your passwords were transferred over. If not, like I said, the files are transferred over. But if not, just click the import right in the blue oval. Okay, so under step number 17, and all of your passwords will be imported back onto your Google account. So this is where double redundancy helps, because you may need to do this 2 or 3 times. So when it's done, you'll see a pop-up screen that'll say, what'll happen is after, you'll see like a little timer going. And then after all that, what you'll see is when it's done, you'll get a pop-up screen that'll say delete the file. Or like over here, it'll say delete the file. It'll say, please delete the file, because if somebody hacks into your phone, they may be able to steal the passwords or whatever. Or on the right-hand side, it'll say done. So click on, my advice is click on done, right? Just to make sure that you're basically allowing your phone to basically keep that file, at least for now, temporarily. But click done, and here's why. And that's basically my explanation again. You want to make sure that everything is transferred over. So you might want to go through this whole process all over again from the beginning, just to make sure to re-download the .csv file, right? That should be lowercase, under a different name. So try to do the import process all over again. So basically what I'm saying right there is go back to your Google app, right? Export the file, the .csv file, but name it something else. Name it, something different. And like I said, on your notepad with your pen, write down the new name of what you named that file, right? And then click export. You're basically going to run through all these steps all over again. Okay, so once you've done the process twice, right, and you've confirmed that all your passwords are back and restored, then you can go ahead and delete the CSV file from your download folder. And remember, you should have 2 of them. You should have the first one that you created, version 1.0, and then you should have the second one that you downloaded and you ran through all the steps all over again, right, to make sure that it was there. And like I said, the second time you go to import your passwords, what you might see is file already exists. And we're going to get to that in a second, or yeah, that's basically it. But basically what's going to happen is you may see, let's see if I can go back up here real quick without losing my place. But basically you may see something that'll say, see when it might say file already exists. Where was that? Let's see, sorry. Sometimes oh, there you go. Okay, so step number 18. So if you see the words file already exists, go all the way down to the bottom to the right and just click import anyways, right? Just to make sure that you didn't get a straggler. In my case, a couple times I've helped out a buddy, to do this. That's why I created this video. Like I said, please click the like button wherever that is on the screen if you got something out of this video. But in the cases that I've done this for, the buddies that I've done this for, especially at 3 o'clock in the morning when you're watching this video, sometimes there's a straggler. There's 1 or 2 passwords that didn't transfer over the first time. So that's why I did it the second time, just to make sure. But that should be it. That should be the whole process. Anyways, if you did get something out of this, please comment in the comment section down there below. Just let me know how it worked. If it did work for you, you kind of get the idea. But with that being said, I am the Old Coot. There are some links to some pretty cool stuff down in the comment section, down in the description. And remember, the last thing I'm going to tell you is remember step number, what was this, 20 or whatever. Make sure to delete the CSV file or the 2 that you created. If you want to do the process 3 times for triple redundancy, more power to you. But basically, you're fully taking advantage of the lag time between the Google app and the actual Chrome browser. So try to do it sooner than later, but hopefully this video helps you. With that being said, I will catch you all on the next exciting video. And remember, hit that like button. Thanks.